Right, take yourself in a bit of a space, shoot off. So we're just going to start off with a little bit of movement today. Right, so we're going to go for a normal inchworm, hits the ground, and then into downward dog. We're going to do that 3-4 times just to get moving. So from this stance here, feet underneath the hip, we're going to walk down, touch the toes if you can, and then let's walk out to our inchworm, nice and slow. Bring the hips to the ground. And then let's stay there for a little while. You can move side to side, get a bit of movement through the spine as well, if it feels okay. Okay, then from there we're going to go into downward dog, so on balls and feet, and then let's get head through the shoulders and get a good stretch for a few seconds. Heels down. And then let's walk those hands in, get the stretch in the back of the legs as well. So stand up nice and slow, and then we're going to do that twice more. So narrow your feet if you can, and then again, let's touch the toes, walk out. Hips down to the floor. And then back on the toes into downward dog. Head to the shoulders. And then walk it nice and slow from there. And then let's run through that once more. So feet nice and narrow, a good stretch in the back of the legs. Let's walk out. Hips down. And get a bit of movement side to side, nice and slow. Get back up into the dog. And then walk in. Okay, good. Right. First thing we're going to go on to is a foot hand stretch. Okay, so come down into your kneeling position here. And we'll go left foot first. So hands on the floor. Keep that back knee down, and let's go left leg forward and drive that hip down. Okay, all we're going to do from here is get a bit of rotation as well. So with your left hand, we're going to come through underneath the arm, and then rotate round. Big stretch, hold for a few seconds. And then back down. So we're going to do that 10 times. Okay, so back down, reach through, take it nice and slow. Rotate up and round. And just hold for 2 or 3 seconds at the top there. Okay, let's swap sides once we're done there. Step the right foot out this time. Sink that back hip to the floor. We're going right hand this time. Stretch through. And then open up. Hold a few seconds and we're going to do that 10 times again. Keep on driving that back hip to the floor. Okay, once we've done that, let's come into a kneeling position and just get the arms to stretch out. Okay, so heels wide enough just so you can get your bum either sitting back or between. And let's go arms straight out, head down to the floor. Should be pretty passive, so hopefully not too much of a stretch or too painful. We're just going to stay here for 30 seconds. Those arms as far as you can. Okay, good. Right, we're going to come back onto that left hand side, foot hand. We're going to hold it a bit more statically this time. So we're going to come up, foot to hand, still this back knees on the floor, but this time we're going to hold it and try and push that front knee out with the foot still being fairly firm on the floor. Just going to hold that a minute there. Feel free to get a bit of movement through this front leg. Try that out with your hands. Keep on sinking that hip forward, push that knee out. Okay, and then from there we're going to go into a hamstring stretch. Okay, so again, this back knee still stays on the floor, but we're sinking our bum back as far as we can. And then let's try and get our head and our chest down towards our shin. When you feel it a little bit more, you can reach across with your right hand and hold onto that foot as your left leg is out. Try and relax into that seated position on your right leg. Hopefully getting back with you. Okay, next one. Ease that off. And then let's swap legs. So we're going to go right foot out this time if you're following me. Into foot to hand. Sink into it. push that knee out. And we're going to go for a minute here. And then let's go back, same on this leg, so straighten that front leg out, ease into it. Sit back onto your heel, relax. And then let's just try and get our chest forward. Touching our toes if we can. Okay, good guys, ease it up there. And then again, come back into your kneeling position. So we're going to go for a bit of an adductor stretch now, so hips and adductors inside of the leg. Start off on left leg again, we're going to keep one knee planted like this, with our bum hopefully sitting back on our heel or close to it, depending on how comfy that feels. And then we're going to go left leg out as straight as we can, and as far as we can, and we're going to try and sit our bum back and get those hips down to the floor, okay? If you can't do that unassisted, then obviously pop your hands down and try and get weight back to it. If we can, stay nice and upright and get as much weight down on that hip. Good. We're going to hold that a minute per side and try and have your toes facing forward for this one, okay, so it really hits the inside of the legs here. Okay, come out with that nice and slow, knees back in, and just give them a rest for a few seconds before we do opposite side. So again, we'll keep left knee down this time, bum on the heel if you can, and let's stretch that foot out, the toes point forward. And then let's sink into it. Okay, and then back to the centre. Move the legs a little bit. Okay, so next one that we're going to go on to is probably going to be the last lower body thing that we do today, and then we're going to focus more on the lats and shoulders a little bit. We're going to go into pigeon stretch for a minute per side. Done that a few times, so again, we'll start with the left foot, coming out and across, pinning that foot down with the hand, and then sinking that knee back, okay? Let's try and get our chest a little bit further down this time, so we can get the hips closer to the floor, and keep that foot in place if you need to for a full minute. Let's walk up nice and slow, get that chest up, and then come out of that. And we'll now go right foot forward, cross the body, and that foot down, and then get nice and low again. Hopefully as we're easing into this front leg, your bum is hopefully getting a little bit closer to the mat or the floor as we're getting into it. And let's walk our hands in there as well. Okay, go to kneel in and just give the legs a bit of a rest for a second. So we're going to move on to upper body. Just now we're going to do a couple of stretches and then we'll finish off with some release work with a lacrosse ball or tennis ball, whatever you've got. Hopefully you've got that handy for us going on to it. We're just going to start off with lat stretch. Okay, so we're in kneeling position and we'll do left hand side first. We'll walk those hands out as far as we can, with our bum off our heels, and then we're going to sink our head down to the floor. And we should be feeling that from the shoulder down the rib cage, hopefully. Now let's walk our hands in the middle, have a little bit of a rest. Okay, so hips back, bum on heels, head to the shoulders. Shouldn't be feeling this too much, hopefully. Let's head over for that lat stretch again to the left, right hand side, sorry, this time. Hands as far across as you can, and then head towards the floor. Okay, and then either that nice and slow as well. So if we grab our ball for now, guys, so cross ball, tennis ball, something that we can do at least work with if we good. We are going to start off on the lats, okay? So I'm going to go on the floor, but for now I just want to show you where the ball is actually going to start off. We're going to just use our body weight to press down on this and get a little bit of movement. So we're going to hopefully be in this position on the floor, and that ball is going to be in this position here, okay? So just down from your armpit into your lats here. We're going to work our way down the rib cage a little bit, but it can be quite tender. So if you need to have a break or whatever, that's fine. But again, we'll start on left hand side, and I'm going to get that in position before I lay down on it. Hand above the head, and my body weight pressing into the floor on that. All I'm going to do is try and lift that hand up off the ground, and we're going to get a bit of movement backwards and forward with this arm here. Need to take some weight off and press off this opposite hand on the floor. But let's just get quite a slow range of motion. If the movement is too much, you can just put pressure here without moving your hand above the head, whatever you feel is going to benefit more. And let's get some movement side to side, just with our body weight as well. And from there, we're going to reach under and go a half turn down with the ball. So it's just going further down towards the rib cage a little bit. Don't really want it too far down just yet. And again, move side to side. If there's a particular point that's too tender, then stick around there for a few more seconds. And we're going to go one more half turn, just small bit down this time. Still staying on that lat muscle. And let's get a bit moving there. Okay, these are up there. And then let's go for the same on the other side. That might not be long enough if it's particularly tight. You can run through this again in your own time. So again, I'm going to go hand above my head for this first bit. Get sitting just outside and down from the armpit. Body weight on the floor. And then this one in particular, I want to try and get as much movement as I can through the arm. And then rock side to side as well. Okay, let's go half turn down with the ball, or full roller if you're using that. Okay, good, let's go half turn down again, the last little bit. Nice one, guys. Right, ease that off there, and then that is us. On the day. Good job.